Meow, meow, meow. Meow, meow, meow. I just walked all over I walked around my room like 3 times. I went downstairs, I came upstairs, I went upstairs, then I went downstairs. I don't know maybe I'm not missing anything. Maybe I actually aren't missing anything. I just feel like there's something important that I wanted to do today, aside from the One Piece box, which... There's the box! Yay! Okay, I'm not reflecting on it. Oh, no! I'm playing around with this model. It's not like a permanent model. Probably not. But I got it yesterday and I'm playing with it. It's still cute. I still had it set up from yesterday, so I just left it. Although, where's the credit? Hold on. Because I didn't put it in my panels. Meow? If I type in chat, I can see my previous messages, and then I can see the one from yesterday and copy and paste it. Oh gosh, why did I type meow so many times yesterday? There we go. Meow is just a very pleasant. Oh, thank you, Mew. Meow is just a very pleasant filler word, like supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. That's a good filler, but it's too long. So I stick to meow. Also, I'm on this side of the screen because it was easier to put my camera on this side of the screen, and it just feels weird. I'm always on the right side. Now that I'm on the left, it's like I don't know who I am anymore. Only missing brain, just saw that evil on only missing brain cells. You're not wrong. Well, hello everybody. You know, there are cat models. Wait, hold on. There are cat ears on this model, but I don't have it set up. Let's see. They wouldn't be the right color, but... Create new. Oh gosh, I went back to the default. Oops. Ears. Well, we'll deal with me on the default in the watermark. The default in the watermark is a customizable model. So, oh gosh, I just want the ears. I just wanted to put animal ears on. I didn't think it was gonna put me default here. All right, so we're gonna we'll have to go down here. What am I looking for? Cat ears? Yeah, cat ears. Okay, I don't need them off my head. I want them here. Like that. Ooh, big fold. I like that. Point. Long. Like that. Alright, now save that. And then, ear. Select. Oh, cancel. Back. Done. I'm getting distracted. It's ear time. Alright, so ear. Cat ear. Bam. Oop. Then I want it to be this button. And then this button. And then E for ear. Alright, now what happens? Where do they... Cat ears. The color's close enough. I'll keep it. I'm a cat now. I'm a cat elf. Perfect. I'm getting distracted. This is the Photoshop ADHD. No one you're talking about. I would never. Right, okay, chat. Evilana brings up a great point. If Donald Duck was transported into the One Piece universe, specifically the One Piece universe, if Donald Duck somehow isekai'd into One Piece, would Donald Duck be on the side of the pirates or of the Navy? It's an important question. Because I feel like... I would like Donald Duck to be on the... I would like Donald Duck to be on the One Piece... on the Straw Hat crew. But I feel like Donald Duck is very, like... normal. And be like, oh, technically the Marines are the good guys. But they're really, you know. But maybe he'll be like one of the actually few good ones. Maybe he'll be like a Kobe or something, you know? Revolutionary Army? Where would Donald Duck fit? Where would Mickey Mouse fit? I do need The Sim. Actually, do I have to up? It's still not updated. One day. One day. Do I need my keyboard anymore? No. I'm unplugging the keyboard. Where's the little keyboard? I just pulled half my nail polish off my... I dropped the keyboard on the floor off my desk. My bad. I think it's fine. It's pretty sturdy. We'll see how that goes later. Alright, keyboard out of the way. Mickey would be the king of the Toon Kingdom. Wait, that'd be... I want a Toon Kingdom. Put the ears on. Put the ears on. I'm just seeing if I forgot anything. I've been killing time before touching the One Piece box, so I feel like I'm missing things. But I don't know what I'm missing, so maybe I should just go to the One Piece. I don't have a lot of time. I got like 2 hours to stream because I have plans. I have plans tonight. I'm gonna go play D&D like the big nerd that I am. I have my scissors. I don't have water, but I have coffee. I got a large iced coffee. It's very big. I wanted to treat myself today. I treated myself to a large iced coffee. You slept so much last night and had good Detective Conan dreams. You miss watching it? Detective Conan, is that the one that's the longest series? Or longest like running anime or something like that? It is long. It is very long, yeah. It's longer than One Piece. I don't think I've ever actually watched or read any Detective Conan. I would say it's very, very intimidating because of the length, but I'm into One Piece. Granted, when I got into One Piece, it was a lot newer. I've had that build up. I played a detective. I don't know if there were multiple. If there was multiple or there was just one, but Detective Conan event in Grand Blue Fantasy, and I liked it. I thought that was fun. There was one of the spin-off anime for Magical the Kaito, the Phantom Thief one. I watched that anime, and I was like, wait a minute, is this a part of another series? Should I be starting here? I just saw Phantom Thief, and I was like, Kaito Kid, yeah. I watched, there was like an anime for like, I mean, there's probably been a few, but like a decade ago. My favorite Conan one thing is reading online when they revealed that those two characters were like cousins, and or something like that, and people were like, "Oh shit, I've been shipping cousins for 2 decades. My ship was incest the whole time." I can't imagine that kind of feeling of betrayal if I found out that Sasuke and Naruto were really like cousins or brothers. How could I reconcile this feeling in my heart that I've had for so many years, you know? My entire life. If I found out Sanji and Zoro were actually brothers, would that change? Would I be able to change my feelings? I don't know. It's rough being a Fujoshi, I guess. Zoro and Sanji are actually twins. Actually twins. Oh yeah, so these are 4 packs that I already opened that I got from, these 2 came booster boxes, these 2 came from double packs, or whatever. I don't know exactly which shoe. And yeah, I was pretty lucky, so I got an SR with each one. So I got, this is the greatest part of it. I got the same SR twice. Of 4 packs, I got the same SR twice. Then I got this alt art SR of Pudding. And then this one was boring. This one's just, it's an SR, but it's Helmeppo, so like, he got better later on. But like, these were just the 4 random packs that I opened that aren't part of the box. So now I'm like, I'm out of luck. There's no luck left for me when I open the actual box. I'm just gonna, I mean, it'd be nice if I don't get another Sanji and then I can get something else. What if I get the same Pudding twice? All that matters is the only thing I ever want in a One Piece box. I don't care about the manga cards. All I want is cute girl alt arts. And this here, this is a peak cute girl alt art. Look at her. Blushing. She's blushing. Look at her. She's so cute. And then I got the Sanji, and she's in the background like, oh, look at him. My hubby. I thought it was nice timing too, because I feel like they pair up well, and then I got 2 of them. What a coincidence. It would change nothing. The Fujoshi feelings stay the same. I hope so. Good. That's the test. That's the true shipping test there. I feel bad for people in One Piece who ship Jewelry Bonnie with anyone. Like Zoro and Jewelry Bonnie had some cute interactions earlier on. Well, I felt like they were kind of cute. No. That's bad. that's the kind of thing you don't wanna wreck on. Actually, this busty lady who doesn't wear a lot of clothing, that's a child. No. You can't say that 2 decades later. When was Jewelry Bonnie first introduced? Kuma's coming for them. Right? Alright. Is there anything else that will distract me that I need to get out of the way? No. I just feel like there was something I wanted to show off, and I don't remember what it was. Guess it doesn't matter. One Piece. I'll just open my One Piece packs and continue chatting. So how's everyone's day going? Kuma's on defense. Show us my One Piece. I wish I had a One Piece shrine. I don't have a One Piece shrine here. So I still have most of my figures at my parents' house, because there were some issues when I first moved. So I canceled the U-Haul, and I didn't end up bringing most of my stuff over, and at this point, I got lazy, and my parents were just like, just keep it here, you'll probably, like, buy a house. I did not think I was gonna live here this long. It's been like 5 years. I thought I was gonna live here like 2 years, and then we were gonna have our American dream and have good jobs and buy a house. And then I was an adult and I learned that things aren't idealistic like this. So now I'm still in the same apartment 5 years later, nowhere closer to getting a house than I used to be. But anyways, my parents were just like, just leave it here. Whatever, it's most of my stuff's there, and that's where like most of my One Piece stuff is, and I have a lot of One Piece stuff. I have 2 dressers that they're not even in like the display cabinets. They're just on my dressers, and they're just covered the entire, like, there's like no space in between the figures. There are a lot of like really small mini figures that are like, that are like these ones that are like about this size here. It's all mixed up though. There's a few of like the bigger ones, but it's a lot of those. And it is covered. Both of them are covered. They're huge. And then I do have some display cases. So there is one that has one shelf think it only has 2 One Piece figures. It has my son. No. The Trafalgar Law sitting on chair and Zoro sitting on chair figures. But I have like most of my. Basically, I kept my more expensive figures at my parents' house too. Like the cheaper ones are here. Like I've brought over most of my Nendroids now. A lot of the really cheap prize figures I left there because they were just a pain in the butt to carry. But like the nicer expensive figures I left there because I didn't want to like a $200 scale figure. I left those because I didn't want to like risk messing them up or something. Hachan. Do I have a shirtless Zoro? Do I have a shirtless Zoro figure? I don't know. The Law one's shirtless. It was very... Okay, hold on. Sidetrack. So there's a line of figures that they came out. It was called Sitting on Chair. Chair. And they're definitely for the girls. They only put out like a few of them. And the first couple were like... Kinda, let's see if I can find the picture of it. So, like, the Law, I guess he has a jacket, but he's, like, sitting kinda, I feel like he's sitting kinda seductively on the chair. And the Sanji one, I don't think he would have shoes on. But, hold on, I'm trying to find the picture so I can get him up on the screen. The Zoro one was very not sexy at all. It was very not sexy. He was just feeling, he's fully dressed and he's just sitting on the ground cleaning his sword. And I felt very like bummed. What is it called? Chair Law. I unplugged my keyboard. Now I have to use the laptop, which is on the other side of the room. Trafalgar Law. I'm not signed in, so I can't look at my own. There's a site, My Figure Collection, and you can keep track of all the figures that you have. Oh no, there's so many Law figures. I'll never find this. What was? Oh no, here it is. All right, I have to post the link in chat. Here's the link to the Trafalgar Law one. Okay. He's got like no shirt underneath his jacket. He's leaning back in his chair and he's looking up at you. Like he's looking kind of, it's not like the sexiest figure out there, but he is looking kind of seductive. Like they made sure to emphasize his hip bone there, and I think that's pretty nice. Okay? That looks great. Now let me see the rest of the figures in this line. Oh, I've never seen that one. Okay, hold on. Alright, no, Sanji did have shoes on. Okay, once again. Hold on. Sanji's here. Leaning back in his chair, leaning back very confident. No shirt on underneath his jacket. He's got a cigarette. Oh, you can see his ankles. You can see his ankles, okay? Look at that. You can see his ankles, okay? Seductive. Like, I don't think I ended up buying it, but I really wanted to buy that one, to be honest with you. I thought it was good. Oh, okay, Ace? Portgasti Ace? He has more clothes on, but he's got a shoe off. This one's for the foot fetish girlies. One shoe off, and he's I don't know, he's kind of like, I don't know if he's wiggling his toes, but either way, he's on the chair, and he's kind of looking at you a little sultry-like, okay? That's looking pretty good, right? Let's get the Sabo. Sabo! I can't tell if Sabo doesn't have his shirt on, but it's definitely unbuttoned pretty low. His shirt's unbuttoned pretty low. He's still looking kind of confident, but I'd say he goes with the theme. Now here's the one that I haven't seen yet. There's one of Capone Bege. Well, that's not. There's nothing about that sex. That's just his normal. We're not gonna look at that. We're not counting that one. I'm not even gonna link it. But anyway, so those first four came out. And okay, fine. I guess Zoro. Zoro has one arm out of his shirt, so you can see that he is quite ripped. The only issue with that is that's just how he is normally. He also, I guess he doesn't have his shoes on. I guess maybe this Zoro figure's charm point was, his feet? Although, Maybe the towel in his mouth is there to emphasize that he knows how to do things with his mouth. Maybe this one, it's there for... It's not meant to be as obviously sexy, but it's there for the right people. But either way, I just felt like it didn't have the same aura as the first four there, the Sanji, the Ace, you know? Like, those ones, they just have a different feeling. And I like the Zoro one a lot. He's at the top of my display case. Him and Law are at the top of the display case. So they are eye level, and I can see them the best that I can. And I'll just say, when you look at this one from the right angle, it's hard to see if you're looking at the Zoro one. He's got wide pants, so they're kind of loose. And I was really hoping if you looked up the right angle, you could see all the way up, but you financially can't because he's got his legs bent. But it was close. They chickened out. Any female figure, they'll make sure to give you a way to look up their skirt. But with Zoro, they chickened out on that. They didn't want to show me his is it fundoshi? Is that the underwear? Is that the traditional Japanese underwear? You like the Sanji one's the best. The Sanji one, I think, is the first one that came out too. I think with the Sanji one, they knew what, like, they were like, yeah, we're doing this. And then after there's like, no. We have to tone them down a little. So we don't freak out the guys. We don't want to freak out the straight men, okay? We want them to buy the figures too. They toned them down for each one. And then I didn't even see this one of Capone Beye, the mafia guy. There's zero sexy. That's just him. That's just mafia guy sitting on a chair. Like, okay, have him unbutton his shirt a little bit. Give me the dilf. Give me the dilf figure. Unbutton his shirt. Take off his ascot. Loosen it or something. Don't make him just normal. Like, why even put that in the same chair? In the same chair series. And then you get, like, the Bikini Babe line of One Piece figures. And then they're like, oh, we're gonna put all these girls in these tiny bikinis that don't fit them. And put water all over them, going right down their chest. That water is weirdly white in color, but it's water. No. There's no fear to give us this weird, sexy female One Piece figures, like the sexy bikini jewelry body, which is now problematic. But, like, no, we can't get sexy boys. Not fair. Anyway, back to the cards. I would have put all those figures on my screen, but I unplugged my keyboard. So I had to go on the other computer. Black Maria. Toshigi. There are some like indie. Is it indie? They're the more, like, they're not like the big mass-produced figures. Like, they're smaller. Like, there are some I've seen some spicy figures aimed for women, but there's not a lot of them. They're not like the mainstream things. They're just, you have to find this, like, a small company that does these really small limited runs, and I think they're usually, like, sometimes they're just like resin, so they're really expensive too. But then if you just want, like, a sexy naked lady cast-off figure, you can just go to, like, any anime figure store. What anime should you watch? Dragon Ball Z, Naruto, One Piece, Demon Slayer, or My Hero Academia? Do you watch a lot of anime? Have you watched anime already? I say, like, Dragon Ball Z is a classic, but I also say Dragon Ball Z is a lot older, and I think it might be a little, Like, I'd say Dragon Ball Z, Naruto. I'm trying to think of, like, what holds up. Like, so something like Demon Slayer or My Hero Academia, because they're newer, they also, like, based off of a lot of the tropes that you see in the older shows, like Dragon Ball. So if you're used to a lot more newer anime, going back to, like, if you go back to the beginning of Dragon Ball or beginning of Naruto, it might feel dated or boring or, like, old, but that doesn't mean it's bad. Like, that's good stuff. It's just like if you're used to certain standards of animation and stuff. But those are also the classics, so I'd always recommend Dragon Ball Z, Naruto, One Piece. One Piece is my favorite. I loved Naruto when it was first coming out, and then I kind of fell off towards Shippuden, not because I didn't like it, just because around the time of my life, I just stopped watching as much TV. Dragon Ball is something I was like my favorite anime growing up. Like I loved it so much, and I don't like it as much as I used to. Like I don't go back to Dragon Ball now because I think maybe I wouldn't like. I think maybe I almost don't like Dragon Ball now. Not that I don't like it, but my taste in anime is different. I think I like to read Dragon Ball better, reading it versus watching it. I need more. Not to say it doesn't have a deep plot, but I prefer more story heavy versus action. But that doesn't mean it's bad. It's just not my favorite anymore. But One Piece I still watch. I love Demon Slayer. I am one of the few people that actually liked the ending of Demon Slayer. I wish it was a little longer. I felt kind of rushed, but I did like it. My Hero Academia is pretty decent. Delicious in Dungeon is an amazing show. See, this is my thing. After watching, my tastes in anime have gotten a lot pickier. I do love my shonen. I do love my typical shonen battle anime, like my One Pieces and all that. But I need something a little darker, but not in the sense of gore, but darker in the sense of like existential whatever. So like Delicious in Dungeon's pretty good. Things that make me question, hey, if I eat this mermaid, what if I eat a monster, where is the line of it being too human and it being weird to eat? You know, that's the kind of thing. But yeah. But I'd always say like start with Dragon Ball Z just because I feel like that is the classic. Like it's like everyone has to at least try watching it. If you don't like it, that's fine, but you gotta like start. I also always liked Dragon Ball better than Dragon Ball Z. I also know there's a lot of stuff because Dragon Ball is a lot more dated with some of its humor, but I always liked that better than Dragon Ball Z. Welcome to Demon Scroll Aruma. Oh yeah, that one's a good. Does that one kind of like a shonen? I think I watched only like the first episode. I think it's funny. I just didn't get a chance to watch it. You prefer Naruto to Shippuden? I think I can't remember. I think I only got like 20 episodes into Shippuden. Naruto was a show that I started watching. I was watching growing up, and so I watched it English dub. And then I can't remember, by the time Shippuden came out, what was it? It was like, it played on one channel, and then it played on another channel, and it was kind of hard to find where to watch it for a while. And then I stopped watching physical TV. And then, because I had started watching it in the dubbed, I didn't want to watch it subbed. Like, the shows that I started off dubbed, like, I tried to watch Dragon Ball Z subbed, but I can't get used to the different voices that I grew up, like they're not the voices I'm used to growing up with. So, and at that point, it wasn't as easy to find dubbed anime online, I think. You watched the first episode of Dragon Ball Z, keep watching it. Look how cute she's the cutest. I love her so much. Carrot? Wait, no, that's cute. What is she eating? I don't know, but I want to eat that. Ooh, Inuyasha. Loved Inuyasha. I had the biggest crush on Inuyasha. Specifically when Inuyasha was like human mode. And it was kind of funny. So I liked Inuyasha better when he was human mode, because I think his personality was a little bit more mellowed out when he was more human-y. But then, typically, white hair anime boys are my fave. Down boy, yes. Inuyasha and Edward Elric gave me a straight up like. I was in like middle school, and I had a real crush on. I had a full-on crush on these anime characters, and I didn't know you could have a crush on a cartoon character, and I thought something was so wrong with me. I was like, why am I in love with these cartoon characters? What is wrong with me? If I could find my like old diary, like I was having an existential crisis. And then I was just like, no, it's normal now. Now I was like, I don't even like real people. I only like anime characters. I was like, hello, Leah. The carrot art is so cute. What else I miss? Shirtless Edward. I don't have any like a lot of merch of like, okay, I have One Piece merch. I have a little bit of Dragon Ball. I don't have any, like, so Inuyasha, I think has, and Fullmetal Alchemist have Nendoroids now, I think, and I never got them. Same thing like Sailor Moon. I don't have a lot of like Sailor Moon stuff either. Like a lot, like my childhood favorites, I don't have a ton of stuff for them. Maybe because they didn't have, okay, when I first got into anime figure collecting and merch collecting, I would buy a ton of stuff all the time. But like they didn't have as much merch for like the classics like that. Now there is a lot more kind of, because they're either reboots to the series or there's just like a nostalgia thing. There's a lot more stuff coming out for the older series that I grew up watching. But in the last several years, partially because I, got more mature and have learned to not waste my money as much, and I don't have space, I don't buy as I know it seems like I buy a lot of anime merchandise and stuff, and I do, but not as much as I used to. I'm a lot more picky. So now that there is Fullmetal Alchemist, Nendoroids, and Inuyasha, and all this other stuff, I haven't bought them. I have these big empty spots that I need to fill. Miku Fangirl. I was late getting into Miku stuff. I was already I was either like 17 or 18 at that point. Well, I guess that's around when I started basically, one of my first figures ended up being a Miku figure, and because I had got that figure, I was like, oh, I need to get into Vocaloid now. I need to actually go into Vocaloid, and then that was it. I think that's my problem, is that, ooh, she's pretty! My problem is, if I can only buy one figure a month, there's so many Miku figures that come out every month, and Miku, there's few things that I'll choose over Miku. Almost nothing I'll choose over Miku, right? So then everything I get ends up being Miku. I have so much Miku stuff. The only thing is, everything I buy now is either Miku, it's Miku, VTuber merch, or Fate Grand Order, Fate type Moon type stuff. Those are the three things, and everything else has been neglected. I don't even buy as much One Piece merch. I think the One Piece trading card game has, okay, this character, I don't really care about the character, but the art on the card is really cool. It just looks really cool. I feel it's really drawn. They got a lot of aura, Miku 40k. Miku 40k, yes! At least my cartoon crushes were human, mostly. She's pretty too! I had a crush on... when I was a little kid. I had a crush on Lion King World Sora. Specifically Lion King World Sora. I also really like, was it Kobu from the Lion King too? Is it Kobu? But I didn't really recognize those as crushes back then. I just thought they were really cool. I've read bits of the Epic of Gilgamesh, but not all of it. Like, I've read probably a summary, but not a full story. I have a little illustrated Myths of the World book. This is another one. The art's really cool on it. This set has a lot of really cool art and pretty ladies. Cool art and pretty ladies. Only anime you've watched is Death Note, Pokemon, and Avatar: The Last Airbender. Oh, that's good stuff. So you're starting good. You're starting good. I remember not wanting to really watch Death Note because I've always liked anime. But I have this kind of like hipster side of me that my friends all really like Death Note, and I was like, I'm not gonna watch Death Note because they watch Death Note, and I'm too cool for that. And so I wasn't gonna watch Death Note. And then one of my friends brought like the Death Note manga to school, and I've always been more of a reader, anyways. And so he slid over the manga, and it was like, hey, we've got a few minutes to kill since you already did your homework, because it was like not a study period, but like it was a class where the teacher just like, do your work and then do whatever for the rest of the class period. So the friend like slid the book over to me, and I'm like, fine, I'll read it. And then I really liked it. So then I went and actually watched it afterwards. But I didn't expect to like it. I didn't expect to like it so much back then. I was probably like, how old's a 7th grader? 13? I was probably 13 then? No, 12? 12? Should 12-year-olds be reading Death Note? I think it's fine. I don't know. I never really know. I think back in the things like that I read and watched as a kid, it's like I watched like Cowboy Bebop, and I was probably like 6 or 7. Some of the other anime that I watched as a young kid, like G Gundam wasn't the worst, but some of the other ones. I was definitely should not have been watching like late night Toonami shows and stuff, or like Adult Swim ones. But I was probably like 6 or 7, and I look at my nephews who are like 5 and 6 right now, and I'm like, I was playing Pokemon at their age, and they can't even read. How was I playing Pokemon? And they're just sitting there learning how to spell apple. Like, are they... I don't think they're, like, behind. I just don't understand. Like, maybe when you're a kid and you get the Game Boy shoved in your face, you learn to read quicker because you want to play the game. And these kids are, like, actually allowed to go outdoors, and they play sports and things. But I'm like, I don't know. I look at a 12-year-old, and I'm like, the things I watched when I was 12... I don't think I'd let these 12-year-olds watch that. I don't know. Why did I watch that? Why did I watch what was basically like glorified porn? Someone should have stopped me. I don't even remember. I remember I was like a freshman in high school, so I was like 14, and I was reading the manga My Balls. That's just a hentai. That's so bad. I was reading that on my Wii. I used to go on the manga reading site on my Wii. It was on my TV in my bedroom, just reading a manga about a guy who has the devil trapped in his nutsack. I was like 13. What is wrong? I am so glad I'm not saying I'm the most well-adjusted person, but I think I did pretty good for myself despite all of that. First exposure to not safe for work content was 11, so you're probably not the best person. I didn't have a good costume. It was like not right to watch. Which is so funny because I was like, oh, it's a cartoon. It can't be that bad. And then I don't remember. I remember being like 14, and my friend really liked Rocky Horror Picture Show, so I started watching. I went home one night with like the DVD to watch it, and I was like, holy shit, am I allowed to watch this? Is this okay? I'm like watching it in my bedroom on the TV, and at that time I didn't have a door on my bedroom, and it's kind of weird to say it. It's a weird room situation. The downstairs didn't have doors, and my dad said he'd put one on for me, but I just never. It's not like a weird parenting thing. It was just like I was like lazy, and I was like, I don't care. No one comes downstairs, so even if I don't have a door, it don't matter. It's the only other thing down there was like the laundry room. So if someone went downstairs to do laundry, they'd see into my room, but I didn't care. So I started watching that movie, and I was so scared I was gonna get in trouble for watching Rocky Horror Picture Show. And then I remember being in the middle of the movie, and then I could hear my dad coming downstairs to do laundry, and I was like, I like turned the volume down, and I was like, I'm gonna hide this a little bit. And he comes down, and he's like, oh, what are you watching? I'm like, it's called the Rocky Horror Picture Show. And he's like, oh, cool, that's a good one, that's really funny. And then walks away, and I'm like, oh, okay. I guess I can watch it. He knew what it was. He likes that movie. He's fine with it. Okay. And but all along, I'd always watched that's like after I'd already been reading like literal anime porn. Anime porn? No. There was no hint of thinking where I thought that was wrong. Like Rocky Horror Picture Show, like real people getting it on now? No. I was like, I feel like I should not be watching this. Full disclosure, the reasons you didn't turn okay have nothing to do with the porn. Maybe all the dark and hecked up stuff I was exposed to as a child, like, oh, I like it. I mean, I know it's just like an anime screenshot, but it's a very powerful scene for Kobe. They could have just done a silly smiley face, but they went with him being like serious and character turn moment. Time, okay, I got into it because the music is really catchy. That hat, look at that hat. Watch Samurai Girls around 14. You know, so whenever I play a game or read a book or something that has like really messed up gore, like the torture type stuff, it doesn't faze me. And I realize the reason it doesn't faze me is because when I was a kid, I've always really liked history, but when I was a kid, I had like a really big kick where I read everything and anything that I could read about. Well, first it was like colonial America, then like witch hunt stuff. That stuff gets pretty bad. I was reading the books that weren't for like kids. They weren't the sanitized, like, here's what they did to the witches for the trials and stuff. I was reading like the real like historical stuff where they're like, so they quartered them and then they put them in these things, the rocks and all the torture stuff. And then I read a whole bunch of stuff about like World War II, and with real photos and stuff. And after that, I was like, yeah, nothing that they can do in a fictional torture dark thing can ever compare to the things the horrors of real life. It's like, yeah, that anime character got beheaded, but like, you know, they did worse to the witches on the witch trials, and those are just innocent ladies. My real crime phase, I got yeah, my real crime phase. I think I had I mean, even now, I don't like true crime. Like, I actually hate with like a huge passion things like true crime podcasts and things. I really, I get why people think they're interesting, but listening to people like talk about serial killers and all this other terrible things, but they talk about it like it's like a fictional thing, and it's like really, I don't know. I just hearing someone be like, "Yeah, I'm a big fan of Ted Bundy." Which one's no. Which one's the sitcom? Which one's the sitcom character? And which one's the serial killer? Which Bundy's which? But hearing people say stuff like that, it makes me really uncomfortable. But I do really like reading about true crime stuff, but not in like a sensational way. I just have like, it's like this from the psychology standpoint of being like, why does this happen? I took what's it called, forensic science class in college, and we all had to do a paper on. We had to go look up a different like not serial killer or some sort of crime that happened in a different country. And I remember, I forget what mine was, but essentially, I think it was a Korean one, and it was some child that had been like, it's not the one that everyone's gonna think of. It's not the one that, there's like a bigger one where a woman had been like assaulted and chained up, and then like she got put into concrete and stuff like that and killed that. But it was another one where it was like a smaller child. And I remember going through this and just being so sick to my stomach because like, well, yeah, it was a child that was tortured and left in concrete to die. That's terrible. And I didn't even want to write. I did not want to do the presentation because it was like an oral presentation. I didn't even want to talk about it. Like, I read about it and I did the whole research thing, but I couldn't talk about it because it was just like, it just made me so sad. And then it's like, there's a part where it's like an interest in being like, how fucked up can the human mind get to do things like that? But then I remember these are real people who had, ooh, that's really pretty. Real people that were really hurt, and that just scares me. So I can't. I hate it when it gets sensationalized. The real crime videos you watch is the one from Simon Whistler, the guy with the 100 real YouTube channels. Look how pretty Zeus is. It's like, I think it's interesting to read about and know about it, but I also think like there's a lot of people that just like treat it like it's fiction. So then it becomes like I don't like talking about true crime stuff because it bugs me the way people, not everyone, there's just a certain subset of people who treat it like it's fiction. I don't know. It's like one of those things that are like my pet peeve. Hellsing? Oh, ooh, Hellsing. I need to watch Hellsing. I think I watched like one episode. What's like the goriest anime? What's the goriest anime? I know. I remember when I first watched Monogatari. I think it was the first season, Bakemonogatari. There's a part where the main character gets like his intestines ripped out and then he's like swung around by his intestines or something like that. For like a scene. That was only just that one scene though. I remember thinking that one was pretty like a little not much. I was just like, ooh, ow. But I wouldn't say that was like what else is there? Elfen Lied's the one everyone talks about. I know, being like really gory and stuff. I watched it when I was in like middle school. I didn't really think it was that messed up though, but I was also in middle school, so I didn't care. I was dead inside still then. I think I went back around. I think I went through a period in my life where all the really messed up stuff didn't faze me, and I was like, what's scary or bloody about that? Obvious gore in front of me, and I'm like, I don't know, that's not that bad. I've seen worse, whatever. And then I got older, and I'm like, oh my god, that person got shot in the shoulder. That's the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. It's like, it's clearly not that happens in like any action. Hello, Quinn. You're pretty. I need to watch Mononoke. Mononoke has been on my list to watch for so long. It looks so pretty. I've heard it's so good too. And then I always forget to watch it. Have I had food? I have. Yes, kind of. I went to the farmer's market. I'm opening One Piece cards, and then I'm talking about serial killers, and then I'm gonna go talk about my leisurely my leisurely morning at the farmer's market. Anyway, this morning I woke up early, and it was a nice day, and it was today is the farmer market. Well, there's a farmer's market near me, so I was like, nice day, let me go check out the farmer's market. So I went, drove down. It was in a nice little park. I walked around. They had some music. There was like a little band playing like country music. And then I got there, and Elfin Lied? It's Elfin Lied, like leader? What? I never knew how it's pronounced. I just pronounced it like how I would think it would be pronounced in Japanese. What was I say? Oh, I got there, and then within like a minute of me being there, they started singing a cover of Country Roads, which was very exciting because I like that song. It's a good song. And then, unfortunately, I got there kind of late in the day, so a lot of the stuff that I wanted to get was sold out. So there was like a booth that had like European pastries and macarons, sold out. There was like a boba tea thing. I've never seen them before. This is their first time being there. They were sold out. There was like dumplings. They were sold out. The donuts and the bagels were sold out. Everything was sold out. But there is a booth that had arancini, the rice balls. These ones were like Sicilian ones. Ah, those were so good. I bought one of those and I walked around eating that. And then they had a booth with lemonade, and I wanted to get the lemonade, but the line was long. And then I thought about buying some vegetables because it was an actual farmer's market with actual vegetables. But I didn't know what I wanted. So I didn't buy that. Jimby. You look so happy. So I just got my rice ball, and then I left. But it was yummy. Elfin lead. Huh. Wow, I have to now I have to, like, reconcile, like, almost 20 years of saying it wrong. No, not 20 years. 10 years? 20. Shit. When did that come out? When did I watch that? Anime? When did the anime come out? Oh no. Oh no. Came out 2000. Okay, I didn't watch in 2004. I probably watched it in 2006. Older than you? No! No! I was watching Elfin Lead and you weren't even alive! Wait, no. I watched it. I didn't watch it in 2004. But I probably watched it 2006, 2007. Shiny! There's the wiki. Oh gosh. It's based on a poem? Really? Interesting. What was that? You have a big drink? I missed it. It went too far up. A really big drink that looks like a shield potion from Fortnite. You got the slurp? You got the slurp juice. Was you out of the bus? That's one way to phrase it. Yeah. Not that much of a baby. Okay, good. I don't want to do that math. I'd be like, are you old enough to be on this website? But yes. Someone said something to me one time, and they were like, they said what year they were born in, and my immediate gut reaction is like, oh shit, they're not allowed to be on Twitch right now. They need to get, like, I was like, they're gonna get banned. And then I did the math, and I'm like, oh no, they're an adult. They're like an adult. They can be on this website. They're not. It's not even like they're 12 or 13. They're like a good 18 years old. Like they were. Why does time pass? Enjoy the One Piece cards. Off to continue adventures. Go enjoy. Wait, dating in your house? Hell yeah! Is that the date everything game, or are you just doing this for fun? I do want to play that game. 4 other people tried the drink and it tasted like blue. Ooh. I have a large size iced coffee. It's very, look how wet it is. Do most adult things. I'm old enough to do all adult things. Wait, I'm not old enough to run for president. There's something left for me to hope for. It's like after you're 21, it's like, oh, just a few more years that I can rent a car. And then I'm old enough to rent a car. It's like, I have nothing else. But no, I can run for how old do you have to be to run for president of the US? I don't actually know. Like, once again, weird character, okay? Weird character. But the art of it's really cool. It's like, well, it's got a nice composition. Like, it fills out the... I feel weird, like, describing an anime art with, like, a guy with, like, a gorilla coming out of his shoulder this way. But it's just, like, it's, like, appealing art. It's well drawn. It very, like, it catches my eye. Like, I don't care about this character in One Piece, but the card is cool looking. Like, the art in the One Piece cards it's got really good art. It doesn't, like, I'm really glad they moved away from just the, like, I just realized my fish isn't showing on the screen, is it? Huh? Hello! Hello, Zaro. The fish is still not there. The fish is still not there, but it should be there. It popped up there. Here we go. We'll put the fish down here. I feel like I have a new model every stream. I know, right? Isn't it fun? Isn't it fun? It's like I'm a new person. You won't. There's spoilers in the sense of if you've never seen certain characters before, you'll see a picture of them. It might not tell you the context of them though. Like there's cards of Ace, but I don't know if there's a card. No, I think there is a card straight up called "Thank You for Loving Me." Okay, there's a card that says "Thank You for Loving Me," and you see Ace's face, but I don't think it tells you the context of that scene. Okay, I don't think you see his chest. So in a way, it's a spoiler, but not really. But like, I'm pretty behind on One Piece. So my first time I saw any of the what's it called? Egghead characters. Like, I'm blanking on their names. The doctor guy, the wacky looking doctor guy, Vegapunk. First time I saw him was through the cards. It didn't really spoil who any of these characters are, but I didn't know who they were. Those are the first times I visually saw them, and then I caught up more in One Piece, and now I'm like, oh! So it depends on, like, you're feeling a spoiler, I guess? Because for me, it's like, I actually don't want to see I don't even want to see character designs. But that's how it is. How far am I at the story? In the manga, I got to the beginning of Egghead. Not very far, though. But I've had things spoiled to me. Because I got too far behind, and it's impossible to be on the internet and not have anime or anything spoiled. It's so sad. I don't want spoilers. But then I'll just be scrolling down my timeline, and someone will just say the biggest spoiler ever untagged without saying the biggest spoiler. They don't say the series name, and they don't tag anything. So there's no way for me to know or block it or anything like that. I'm just scrolling down my timeline, and it'll be like, whoa, Ace got donated. And it's like, what? What? Excuse me? How? I know enough of the series to know who the character is, right? But like, not like Ace got penetrated. I much prefer that wording. Present time, Vegapunk. Yeah. Wait. What do you mean? Are you talking about the goofy one? Now I'm behind. Now I don't know. Currently reading the newest chapter. Emergency food gets eaten. I need to catch up, though. I fell behind on One Piece because I was caught up for a long time, and I couldn't, like, I hated waiting. So I specifically was like, I'm gonna let, like 100 chapters just pile up, and I'll have, like, a big, like, marathon, and it'll be great. And then, like, 400 chapters piled up. And now, big watermelon! I want big watermelon. I should have got a watermelon at the farmer's market. Anyway, at this point, I start taking chunks out and then I fall behind again. The big thing is I just need to take like a day off of work and dedicate that to reading or watching One Piece. Reading or watching One Piece. Just the entire day, stay in bed, reading One Piece. That would be ideal. Man, I have all these packs. None of these packs even had an S. No, there was one. The first one had an SR. I did get one SR. Give me something good. Nope. 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 This is what I said. I got all of my good card luck. All my good card luck before I even opened the box. That's another. I got this Katakuri card. It's cool looking. should actually put that to the side for now. It's cool looking, but the only thing I'm looking for here is cute girls. Cute girls, and my big wish is the alt art of the Shirahoshi leader card. Read along stream. Read along and you see me cry. Despite crying a lot for Thriller Bark, you didn't like that arc? There were a lot of things I liked about Thriller Bark. Mostly, Perona. Because like a cute pink-haired ghost girl? Love her. I also think, the part where the zombie pops out of the ground and Luffy pushes the head back down, pushes it back into the grave, is actually one of my favorite moments of this entire series. It's such a low-key humor of just zombie pop-up. He's like, nope, go back down. I just think about it and I laugh. Genuinely, like if I had a top 5 clips of the entire series, that would be like number 2. Number 1 is when Sogeking first appeared and he had his song and everything. Okay, that last pack? Wait, I don't even remember what was in the last pack. It wasn't anything. Alright. Fishman Island. Strusen. Is that a tree? Randolph. Bonnie. Perona's a very nice design. I like Perona. I like pink-haired princesses. As a girl who likes pink-haired cute princesses, One Piece treats me good because they keep bringing in pink-haired princesses. We got okay, I think Perona's more of like a self-proclaimed princess, but that works for me. We got Perona, we got Shirahoshi, we got Rebecca. I really like Rebecca as a character, but she doesn't wear a lot of clothes in her armor outfits, so I don't I like her, but I try to hold back on getting merch on her because I don't I'm not interested in Bikini Babe figures. But sometimes they have ones of her in her casual outfit. That's what I like. Look at him. Beautiful. It's beautiful. Wait. Yeah, crisp. Nice and crisp. Look how... Gosh, they really like... His arm. Why does his arm... His arm looks like a penis. His arm... It's just like a... Anyway, let's just look more at his face, though. Yeah. Yeah. The cards, right? One Piece cards, good art. I was like, hello, Suno, thank you for the resub. Hello. Suno, 43 months. 43 months. That's a lot of months. A lot of months. That's like 10 4 times, and then you add the number 3. See, I know how to do math. Big anime. I like big anime titties in like an ironic sense, but not enough to have them displayed in my house. You know, I'm not that as much as I believe in free the cringe and do what I want. I have a couple figures though. So I have one that's Bulma from Dragon Ball. And she's got like a bikini top. It fits. It's a bikini top that fits. That's a pretty good part about it. Like, I'm much more like interested in bikini top that fits than bikini top that doesn't fit like they do in One Piece. Anyway, it's Bulma with like bikini top and shorts. And I bought this figure. And I thought it was very cute. It's like a original Dragon Ball design Bulma. And I bought this figure. I liked it. I didn't think it was lewd or anything. I just thought it was cute. And my dad comes over and he goes... Hey, I used to have a girlfriend with a body like that. And I'm like, Dad, why? You ruined the figure for me. You ruined the figure. And then I made the same mistake where I bought a figure of Saber. Made Saber Alter Summer. It was Saber Alter Summer, and she's got a bikini on. She's a bikini maid. Anyway, my dad posed the same thing. He comes over and gives me some sort of like variant and then tells me a story of some old girlfriend. And it's like, I'm never buying another figure that's scantily clad or has tight clothing on. If he's gonna see that, I don't want it. It's traumatizing, okay? There are things you don't want to hear about your dads. Very good. Very good. He got that tattooed on his face. Huh. Oh, I like Zoro titties, though. Zoro titties, that's good stuff. I think, there's, like, official chest measurements for Zoro. And they are, that's a big number. He's got a bigger chest than Nami, technically. I mean, he's got a bigger build than her. But that doesn't count. I don't care about that part. Buy a scantily clad femboy and tell your dad it's a guy only. I think my dad's reaction would be the same. I'm trying to look at the art. Is that her leg bent right there? Or is that her other leg? Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Like, she's... I like it when the cards are like, okay, so this one, obviously, a human body probably doesn't turn it that much of it. Like, her upper body's much more of an angle than it would technically be able to do with the side profile of the leg. But I think overall, it doesn't, like, scream, like, really out of proportion to me. Like, it's got a one-piece proportion. Like, I think it looks pretty okay. Sometimes you get ones that try too hard to be sexy, but then they, like, the body is so broken or unrealistic that it doesn't come off as sexy anymore. Like, okay, there's giant titties, but those don't look like boobs anymore. They just look like big balls on the chest. Like, big circles or something. So it just loses the appeal, whereas these look like boobs still, which makes them look good. I don't know how to describe it. Sometimes when things try to be cartoonishly sexy, it goes too far and it's just cartoonish. I don't know. This one here, I can look at it and be like, hey, nice. Okay, what is this one? Okay, this one's just an SR, but still. Okay, I've got 2 buff men SRs. A DILF, and I don't know. They kind of look like they go together though. Like they look like they're part of a set. Wait. No, the front of the box is Katakuri and Luffy. Wait, what's Senbei? Not right. You're not talking about rice crackers. Oh, you are talking about rice crackers. Okay. Do I play the game? No, I actually play the game. Like I actually go to the store and play the game. Digimon cards, I just buy them and I haven't learned how to play the game yet. But One Piece, no, I actually play this game and it's really fun. It's a really good game. Like honestly, it's a fun game. There's a lot of people that go to the store and oops, I kicked the table. A lot of people that go to the card store that I go to play at, and they don't even really know anything about One Piece. They just started playing the game and they just like it as a game. Like they were previously like Yu-Gi-Oh players or something. Other card game players. So people who are just straight up TCG fans, not necessarily the IP of anime, but they just like card games, do enjoy this game. So if you wanted to pick up a card game, you pick up this one. You don't need to know One Piece at all. I do find it funny when I go to this play against people IRL, and they just the way they pronounce certain characters' names or things, or they say stuff, and they're like, I'm not even talking about like Yamato. I'm talking about just like some random characters. They're probably like side characters, and I'll have to be like, oh no, that character's Cavendish? No, that's a guy. Or things like that. They'll just go based off of what they see first. They're just like, they look kind of pretty, or they look kind of masculine. Or they'll like, pronounce names certain way, and so I'm like, yeah, you're not a One Piece fan. Not in a bad way. It's just kind of funny. It makes me laugh in a little way. Oh, the Final Fantasy Magic set. I want to look at the... Patter even bought one of the Commander decks for the Final Fantasy set. I don't know if he got any of like the packs or anything, but he got one of the Commander decks. I didn't look at the cards yet though. I've seen pictures of cards online, but I haven't seen the actual cards. It is tempting though. I actually saw the Final Fantasy one and I was like, But I can't. I don't want to get back into Magic. I've got One Piece and there's other... Ooh, this island's pretty too. I want crispy crunchy... I want crispy crunchy crackers. Wait, a sexy Zoro? Wait, a Zoro X Sanji figure? Oh. I saw a Sanji figure once. Was it Sanji? Yeah, it was Sanji. And he was cooking. And, maybe he was making hot dogs. And maybe he was making hot dogs, but he accidentally put the bun, the hot dog bun, he put the hot dog bun on the wrong sausage. That's all I'm gonna say about that one. It's just like the... Was I thinking? Am I thinking? I can't remember. Was it the Eren Yeager one? That he clearly just got out of the shower or out of the bath, and he needed to hang his towel up on something, and maybe he couldn't find a proper towel rack. Maybe he just couldn't find the proper towel rack, but he needed to hang his towel somewhere, so he hung it from something big enough to hang a towel on. And when I was saying earlier, I was saying there are some companies that you can find some spicy figures that are definitely aimed at the girls. Is what I'm talking about. I can't remember what the brand... Did the brand have the name Banana in it? I don't remember now. Remember they also had like an Inosuke one from Demon Slayer? I don't remember what the company is called. I didn't buy any because they're really pricey. And I don't know how I could have those in my house. Well, no, I don't live with my parents anymore. That's fine. Aaron should have... No, he had his own rack to hang it from. He didn't need a share. Is Arlong wearing a bikini top? Is Arlong wearing... Is this fish man wearing a bikini top? True gender equality. Man, he's buff. He's a shitty person. Like, I hate that guy, but like, he's buff. Okay. I'm rethinking my feelings on this character now. Another one of these. I am halfway through the box, and I only got 2 SRs. And they were just buff guys. Give me the cute girls. He's wearing a tank top? No. Well, okay, yeah. He's wearing a tank. He's wearing a crop top. More men need to wear crop tops and short shorts. You look at old basketball players. Like nowadays they wear the shorts that go to the knees. Okay, boring. You look at old-timey basketball players and like they're wearing the short shorts. I can see what drew some people into watching basketball back in the day. The booty short, yes. What's that? The booty shorts song? Who sings that? I love that one. Booty. Wait, hold on. Booty shorts. Is it? It starts with an L. No, this one is Loppy Boy. This one's the cover of it. Where's the original one though? Lappy. That's what it is. Yeah, this song. I love this song. I listen to it all the time. I play it in the car when I'm on my way to work, and I just blast it, and I feel like a girl boss. Good stuff. Magic the Gathering card based on the Ferris wheel scene from Final Fantasy VII. It got 4 alternative artworks, and it isn't even the card with the most. Really? Oh, hydrate, posture check. Yes, thank you. Wait, Suno, go to convention. Go to convention. Go to anime. Go to Anime NYC in August, okay? Go to Anime NYC in August. Everyone here, go to Anime NYC in August. I got tickets to the Hololive concert. I posted on Blue Sky yesterday. The tickets for the 3rd English concert went up well, they went up today at 10 a.m. was the general sale, and this morning was the yesterday morning was the pre-sale if you had a certain code. So I had the code because I posted it on Twitter. I got so lucky. Okay, I got so lucky that what for driving and being, do not text and drive, but I was driving. I had to bring, so the sale went on at noon, and I had to go pick up lunch at noon. So I as I was about to get in the car, I went on the website and there was like a get in the queue button. So I clicked the get in your queue button, and then I'm driving around because it's counting down before the actual sale starts. So I was getting in line essentially. I got in the digital line at like 11:50, and I'm driving around and I'm panicking because I knew the place that I was going to get the food at. I have no signal there. So I was like, I'm gonna get there when there's no signal. I'm gonna get there right at 12 when there's no signal, and even though I'm in line already, I'm probably gonna get kicked out because I have no internet connection. But I get there just in time. I'm pulling into the parking lot thinking I have no internet connection, and I see it load. I was number 275. I was so low in the line. And then I was so scared that I wasn't gonna be able to get in if I lost my internet connection. So I just sat there in the car parked, ready, and I got my tickets. I was only like there were people who got in there right at 12. And were 5,000 in line or something, not 2,000, several thousand in line, and couldn't get tickets. But I got in there. I was so scared about losing my spot, but I was 275 or something like that. Got in, I bought my tickets. The tickets, I wasn't what did I just say? I was 275, and they were almost all sold out. I know it was a pre-sale ticket, so that wasn't all the tickets, but the fact they were all sold out already, and I had to pay way more for that. I'm not even gonna get into the rant about Ticketmaster, but I bought my tickets. They're kind of in the back, but they're center, but all the way in the back, which is fine actually. Did I get a full for the anime? I don't even have tickets for the convention. the Hololive concerts at the same. Well, there's a Hololive concert, a part of Anime NYC, but those tickets sold out immediately, and I couldn't get them, so I didn't buy Anime NYC tickets. I wanted to go to the concert, but the concert that I got tickets for are not part of the convention. Although I'll probably still go to the convention for a day or something. Because I'll be in the city anyways that same weekend. I have some peeps. I have some peeps that give me free passes to the convention. Okay. So, Nami, wait. Oh, it's a pretty Nami, and she's not obviously she's busty, but she's not clothes falling apart busty. This is my ideal card. Cute girl, and I can hang it up on my wall with no. Just the con. I have people that I work for sometimes for anime conventions, and they usually have extra passes, so they'll give me the passes, and then I have to go inside and help them set up or something. But finally got my cute girl card. Yeah, she's not the 80% booba Nami. Exactly, love that. I will say, the anime always makes the proportions a lot worse than they looked in the manga. They're big in the manga. They're definitely big and weird, but, the anime makes it even worse. There's a Hololive marathon run thing. What? That's so cool! And you want to go because it's a chance to get really good merch. For the bundle, you want $185. Gross. So much money. Catching up on chat. Oh my god. Well, I'm actually okay. No, I said I was gonna go into it. So the tickets that I bought, I blame Ticketmaster. So the tickets that I bought were pretty far on the back, and before the ticket sales go up, there was like an official graphic that like Hololive posted on their social media on their website of like the prices of the tickets. So the tickets in the section that I bought were advertised as being $95. That's still a shit ton of money, but this was supposed to be like a special thing for me for my birthday, so I was gonna spend more than I normally would have anyways. But so advertised as $95 each. I've bought concert tickets before. I knew there was gonna be extra fees and sales tax and stuff. So I thought like, okay, a $95 ticket's probably more like $145 or something like that. I don't know. Not even. That's so much more money. Anyway, so it said $95. But then I go actually onto the Ticketmaster site, and it was not listed as 95. It was listed as 100. Oh no, that's what I just said. Anyway, it was 145 each. And then there were more fees on top of that. So for two tickets that were advertised as being $95 each, originally, I had to pay $365 for two what should have been $95 tickets. That's really 360 would be like 180 each. Basically, I end up spending like double per ticket than what they originally advertised at. That should be like illegal. That should be like illegal. I would have like, if it wasn't like so last year when they had the Hololive tickets, the concert in New York, I had tickets in my cart. And then I actually saw how much everything would really be afterwards with all the fees. And I said, no, heck that. I'm not paying the price of like 4 tickets for 2 tickets. And I didn't go last year. And then Gura, Ame, Fauna, and Mume all graduated. And I hate that I missed the last chance to see them live. I was so sad afterwards. So this time I was like, okay, I have to see my favorites that are still there. Like my currently still lasting Oshis while I still can. So I bought the tickets this year. But I was so close to not buying them. And to be totally honest, if I didn't have like a 1-minute timer counting down in front of me and like the pressure of knowing that if I hesitated, I couldn't see them, I probably wouldn't have bought the tickets. Cause like I got trapped. It's like I got trapped, okay? Oh wait, what's this? Alt R? Wait, cute girl? Cute girl? Oh, yes, Raichu. Now let's see what she... Oh. Oh. Okay. Oh. Okay. Hell yeah. Look at this, I actually got cute girl art. I thought she was naked for a second too. I actually thought she was full naked. I was like, that's skin color. And then I see her actually skin color, and that's pink. Oh my god, I thought she was full naked. Anyway, so heck Ticketmaster. They know people are gonna fall for that. They know people are gonna fight to get in there to get their tickets, and then because they know it's their only chance, that they panic and just buy the tickets. But like, yeah, it should be illegal in America too. It should be illegal. Like that's so not right. It's like, okay, fine. I'll pay maybe like $20 more or something. Okay. I don't know what the New York sales tax is, but whatever sales tax is, and then we could throw another like $15 on for service fees or whatever. Fine. That's fine. Make the like $95 tickets really like $115 or something like that when we add in sales tax and stuff. But not that much more. I can't stop looking at it. I'm really excited. Look, two cute... Okay, this wasn't in the box. This wasn't in the box. But 2 cute girl SRs from the same set? This is better than I've gotten before. Usually, like, I don't even get 1 cute girl SR in a set, most sets. 2 this time? Hell yeah. In Germany, you have to show the price with the tax up front. Yeah. I love going to concerts and live shows and things like that. I love it. So like it's probably one of my biggest favorite things to do. But like ticket prices, like honestly, they ruined it. It's so hard to like budget for it too. Like it's so hard to budget for it because there's no explanation of how much those fees are gonna be. I looked at, okay, I had enough money for these Hololive tickets because I was kind of hoping to buy better tickets than I had a chance to buy. So I thought I was gonna spend like $300 maybe. So I ended up spending way more than that. But there's no reasonable, sane reason to know that I need a budget. Like, if I wanted to buy two $95 tickets, why would I budget like an extra $150? Like, there's no reasonable way to budget that. It ruins it. Like, it's just hard to save up for that unless you just happen to have the money. And I was lucky because I like had some side jobs recently that I had the extra money for. But I regret spending it. I do kind of regret buying the tickets. I'm not gonna regret it when I go to see the concert, but I hate that I fell for that trap. Like on like a moralistic standpoint, I hate that I feel like I gave into Ticketmaster. Yeah, that was just for the concert. That was just for the concert. But I hate service. I hate this stuff. Who's? I kind of don't really remember who Benz is. He's from Neo Navy. That's Film Z? Is that Film Z? I can't even remember him. Yeah, movie minor villain. Pudding. I miss Pudding. I really like Pudding. At first Pudding I was like no, but then she started being really cute and tsundere, and I was like hell yeah. Afterwards, I hope we have like a couple years down the line, and Sanji and Pudding meet up again. If Sanji doesn't if Sanji doesn't marry Zoro, I can let him marry Pudding. She's like the runner-up. Like Sanji's his destined one, but Pudding's close. Violet's kind of cute, but Violet's like Sanji's a few years older than Pudding. But a lot closer versus Violet. Like I think Violet needs someone close to her own age, but you know, it's nice. It's nice that there are people that appreciate Sanji two arcs in a row. Accent. I also enjoy that they make sure to have cards of like really obscure characters too. Characters that I look at them and I'm like, wow, I forgot they existed. Characters from games. Wait, they haven't made any cards of characters from what's the game? Well, I guess they've made characters from the newest game. What's it, Odyssey? But not. What's the one I've played like 5 times? With the vampire guy. Why can't I remember what the game? I've played it. It's like literally the only game in my life I've actually beat multiple times. There's 2 games. No, yeah, 2 games? Kingdom Hearts. I've played Kingdom Hearts games multiple times. And then that One Piece game. I've played it several times on multiple consoles. And I can't remember what. No, not Mihawk. There's a. It came on like in DS first, and it came on the PlayStation, and it's a guy. He's literally got like a vampire devil fruit. What is that game called? It's just a character that was unique to the game, and I really like that game. I hope they make cards of characters from that game. But I remember the innkeeper. The innkeeper's name was she Yellowbow or something like that? What was the gosh darn bad guy though? Oh my god. Red? Was his name actually just Red? I want them to make. I hope they include that game. Karabo. Oh, speaking of anime characters with long tongues, that's one. That doesn't even look like a tongue. That looks like a. I don't know what that is. That looks like it's like some sort of. Ooh, like an alien kind of like probe coming out. Okay, he's looking pretty cool here. He's looking pretty cool. So he's a blocker. Oh. Dilf. The Dilf. Alright, so my box has all the S's on the bottom, I guess. I'm like halfway done with the box. He's so weird. Well, no, he's great. Him and Chiffon? Cutest love story. He's just a dad. He's just a dad. Starfish. Top not Neptunian. He's so buff. Look at his chest. Oh my god. Okay. Smoker. King Cobra. Neptunian. Yonji. That guy. Where's my Shirahoshi alt art leader card? Like, once again, that's another really cool looking one. Alright, got Borsellino and boring Kuzan. I require alt art Shirahoshi. But I got the Reiju. I got the Reiju. Adrian also had 2 packs that he opened, and he got the alt art for the Kobe leader. I said between the 2 of us, before we opened the box, we'd opened 6 packs, and 5 of them had SRs or above. He got 1 pack that had nothing cool, but then his other pack had the alt art leader, which is very cool. This set, that chunk of standalone packs. That was good stuff. Aokiji's your favorite of the 3? He's pretty cool. He's pretty cool. Patrick, he's not he's getting a tattoo right now. He's out getting a tattoo right now. I'm kind of jealous. I told him I'd go with him, but he told me to stay home and stream or something. Go to the farmer's market, have a nice day on my own. While he goes gets a tattoo. Lola. He's getting a Displacer Beast tattoo. I don't know where he's getting it, but I know he's getting a Displacer Beast. I do have tattoos. I have One Piece tattoos. I actually have One Piece tattoos. I want to get another one. There's an artist that's not too far from us. So we just came across them on Instagram the other day, and they have these super cute Pokemon ones. And we were both thinking about getting a tattoo from them, cause the art style's really cute and they're close, and yeah. But I don't know. I have to wait a little bit because it's pricey, and he's just getting one today. It's from a different artist, so he's got more tattoos than me. I'm a lot more picky. Not picky. There's nothing wrong with like traditional tattoo style. That's fine, and that's most of what tattoos you find. Tattoo artists are. But I'm a hipster, so I want something a little different. I don't want traditional tattoo style. I want like some of the more experimental looking stuff. But at that point, it's like you have to find a good artist with good reviews. Because if they're not using, like, especially with colored stuff and things like that, if they don't have their technique down, or they're using the wrong, like, they're using cheaper ink or something, won't last as long, or it'll get bad real quick, fading wise. So I'm a little pickier. So he's just like, ooh, tattoo, and I'm just like I may do my deep research. So past my first tattoos, I haven't gone yet again. There's a few tattoo artists I really want, and I feel like I'm like saving space on my arm for a chance to go to those artists. but they're in other countries. So it's not easy to get to them. See, look, he's just a dad! He's just a dad, him and his little baby boy. Isn't that cute? Isn't that cute? Bartholomew, I like when he pissed on screen. That was good stuff. I want his. They should give us a card of him peeing. Bartholomew golden shower card. Neptune? Another DILF? Dang, he's looking powerful here. This is a really cool one. This is really cool. I want that on like a poster actually. Ask Robin to be. I think that wording may have been a little different in how I watched it. That was just a rare, right? Yeah. I have so the first time I went, well, the only time I got tattoos, I got 2 at once. I got the Going Merry and Thousand Sunny and Going Merry here. And I like them a lot, but there are like some things I wish I had asked for differently on the tattoos. And also this is on me, but some of the ink didn't really take very well to my skin. And I don't think it was for me not taking care of it. I just think my skin just didn't like it. So there are spots where, because it's colored, where it's gone now. There's no color there. And it's just, that was on me. I should have, when it healed, gone back for the touch-up, because they offer that, because that's a thing that happens sometimes. But I never went, because I was scared. So I like my tattoos a lot, but sometimes I look at them and I'm like, I should have asked for certain things that were a little different. I should have asked for, because I think I was like just 18 then, and I didn't really know as much. I wish I could like go back. Part of me kind of like hopes that it fades more, and then make it easier to like go over it again in the future, in like a few years or something, to touch up, fix up what I wanted to change. I don't know. It sounds like, I think my problem is, no, it's not just for the whole tattoo. Drawing a circle. I'm drawing a circle on paper is easy, but drawing a circle on skin when the person's there moving and stuff, I think it's actually really hard. So I did spend a lot of time looking for an artist that I had seen drawing a lot of circles, and actually the circles aren't bad, but some of the small details, I wish I knew better. Like, at the time, I didn't realize like small details like those just aren't going to be visible later on. Like, I would have made the art design a little different. Because I came in, was like, here, I want this as a tattoo. And they're like, okay, I'll just do that. And I wish like I maybe changed some things up a little bit. Not on the artist's fault, that's on me though. I kind of rushed it. I had my appointment booked for like 2 months, but like, I was busy with work and stuff, so like I kind of rushed things in the end. But one day, I'm gonna get like the ultimate tattoo. I'll get like a full arm Shirahoshi or something. Gonna be this stupid. I'm gonna have like the full arm tattoo. I'm gonna have full arm sleeves, and it's just gonna be cute anime. It's not even gonna be like anything particularly cool. Like Pattyvin's got like all these like D&D and cool. He's got Cthulhu tattoo. He's got all this D&D stuff, and it's just gonna be me with like all this cute, colorful anime stuff. Very intimidating. I had this job. It was a part-time job, and it was in technically it was like a warehouse. And so most of the employees there are all like dudes. They're just guys lifting things and moving all the stuff. So I was young. I started working there when I was 18. It was like my first big girl job, and I worked there for a lot of years. But there was always like a big age gap, and the fact that I was just a girl, that for a long time people didn't really know how to, like, my coworkers didn't really know how to interact with me. And I remember after I got my tattoos, there was a couple of them who were like, oh, she likes tattoos and things. So then they started talking to me about tattoo stuff and all this different, like, I don't know, more like alt-fashion type things. It's just so funny because they've got like all the typical like barbed wire and like arm looks like it's torn where you see like mechanical ligaments underneath, or the traditional like American flag or something. And I'm just like over here with like, here's my One Piece tattoo. It's a cute going Mary. It's a goat. It's a goat in a lion that looks like a sun. It's very cute. And then they're like, yo, did you watch this like this cool tattoo piercing thing? Or they show me like artists or piercings and things online that they saw that they liked, and I thought it was pretty cool. But I just thought it was so funny that I got tattoos and suddenly they're like, oh, we have something we can talk about now. But it's like the same thing where it's like, okay, yeah, I like tattoo artists. And then all the ones that I follow are cutesy pastels, and then there's just all their like just goth, not even goth, but really alt stuff. It's like, yeah, cause this artist doing the split, you know, like the tongue thing where people split their tongue so it looks like a snake or something, stuff like that. And I'm like, yeah, that's really cool. Look at this, and it's just like really cute, like a cat drawn to be like a tomato. It's all pastel watercolor. Wait, can I not be a woman and have the biggest nuts around? Are you saying that that's not compatible? Split tongues are pretty cool. They are pretty cool. I do like those kind of things, not for myself. I think they're cool like other people. I just couldn't pull it off myself. But people look at me and they're like, oh, she's got a pretty dress on and light pink hair, and she's just like a young lady. She's gonna be like all the little young lady things, so we can't talk to her. And then I got my stereotypical cutesy girl tattoo, and then all of a sudden I'm one of the guys. You've considered getting a tattoo. The older you get, the more you tempt. Yeah. It's good cause what's the word? Misconceptions? Is that the word? About like tattoos, or like they're a lot more normalized now. There's still a lot of jobs out there that are like, hide your tattoos, or like if you went in and you had like a penis drawn on your cheek or something, maybe they won't hire you for that. But if you got something relatively tasteful and you can hide it under your sleeve or something, you got some piercings and stuff, they don't usually care as much as they used to. Which is really nice. Or also, I work in an arts field. I work in an artsy field, so maybe people just don't care then. Honestly, if you're working in a really artsy field, for me at least, if I see someone that's got like colored hair and tattoos and a lot of piercings and just a cool fashion sense, and I'm like, okay, they've got a sense of art. I trust them for this job because, you know, clearly they've got a sense for art. If I was interviewing someone for a really artsy creative job and someone showed up in like the most formal, boring suit, I'm not saying I'm going to judge them entirely off of what they're wearing, but I'd be a little more wary, you know? Versus the person with like the really colorful style and fashion. And I'm like, okay, they actually have creativity. Granted, you can't just like judge person off their clothes, because especially for like a interview, everyone's told to dress up and wear that suit, so they're doing the right thing on the books, you know? The opposite side of the creative jobs. Yeah. I went to I remember, well, actually, when I was working the warehouse job, it wasn't a creative job. It was just a warehouse job, but they didn't care because it's a warehouse job. But I had, in high school and stuff, I had dyed my hair a lot. And then when I became an adult, I went back to my natural silver. And for like a year, because I wanted to get myself a job. And then I got the job, and I waited a little bit. I was like, no, I'm gonna give it a few months, like 6 months or so. So 6 months come, and I go up to my boss, and I'm like, I was so nervous. I was like, would you guys fire me if I dyed my hair pink? And they're like, no. Did you look at like half the have you seen the people in the morning shift? And I'm like, yeah, they have red hair. Can I have pink hair? And they're like, why would we care? We don't have customers. And I'm like, oh, okay, fine. And then I went and dyed my hair blue. But I was so nervous, and then they didn't care at all. I was like, I was told as an adult, people aren't gonna like you if you have tattoos and dyed hair. Wait, okay, what's this? What's this? Oh, it's Arlong. I don't want alt art Arlong. I mean, I got the cute girl. I guess it's like, it's to even out luck-wise. Wait, is that 2 alt arts? That is 2 alt arts. Huh. They're, alt rares, but they're still alts. That's cool. Why is he so bright? Maybe fishman anatomy is different than humans, but I don't know if we have that many muscles in that part of the body. Do you think Robin's dismissive and debatable? Walk up to Robin and like, hey, you wanna debate the ethics of human android what was I talking about last night? Last night I was saying, what was it? I said, oh, if I took my brain out, I put my brain in a robot body and made myself an android. Then I took my flesh body and put an AI trained on myself into this body and made a moob android. Which one's still human? Like, which one's more human and which one's more me? My physical body with a computer brain that thinks it's me, or a robot body with my physical organic brain? Which one's still me? Which one's more me? Which one's more human? Go up to Robin and start debating that, and then bring Frankie in. Like, Frankie, now what are your opinions on this as a robot man? Yeah. Robin would be very, very smart. I think she'd have some very good, like, insights on that one. Robin, do you want to debate the ethics of human and mink relations? Robin, do you want to debate the ethics of human on elf relations, please? Thank you. In a very closed and private session together. And then she'll just be like, what? No, go away. And then I'll just cry. I'll just cry because she don't care. I didn't bring up archaeology. I should have brought up archaeology. I just goofed. I should have brought up archaeology. Does he kill the space elves? No, not those kinds of elves. Like a white-haired, pink-haired elf, you know, with pink red eyes. Those kind of elves. Wish you could dye hair. Oh my god, I am so glad I am free to dye my hair with my job. Aside from that, like, okay, well, oh wait, what have I read? Undead Luck. I don't know what that Undead Unluck. I don't know what that is. Should I read it? Also, I'm really lucky that I've probably since I was a teenager, pretty much always just had my hair dyed fun colors. There was like that first year when I was an adult where I dyed it back. Well, not dyed it. I went back to my normal color. Then every so often, because when I'm getting lazy, I don't touch up the color. So like right now, my hair is actually pretty close back to natural because most of the color's been out of it. I have light hair. Which makes it easy to dye. But it's like, I'm so glad I have a job that I can do this. I would be, I don't know if I could work a job where I can't dye my hair and wear my Crocs to work. Actually, I don't think I'm supposed to wear Crocs to work. I think that's technically part of it. We do technically have a dress code, and I don't think I'm supposed to wear Crocs, but No one says anything. I need to be comfy. I need to be comfy and cool. It's a manga? I'm gonna look it up. What time is this? Okay, I'm good. Oh, I don't think I've even seen this before. It doesn't look... Yoshifumi Tozuka. That sounds familiar. What else have they done? Is it good? Do I want to read it? It's a short read. Ooh, okay. I'm gonna leave this tab up. Leaving this tab up. Caught 2 streams in a row now? People might think we're friends or something? Maybe. I don't know. Getting all tsundere over here. What is short read? Okay, now short, is it short compared to like One Piece? Like 240 chapters. That's not bad. That's... What is there usually like... what's that, like 20 volumes? It's usually like 10, between like 6 to 10 chapters in a volume, usually. Am I having... Check out this card. I don't know if it's good. I don't care if it's good. I just know she's cute. She's cute. Hello, thank you for the follow. Welcome. It's short as far as shown. Yeah, that's fair. But does Pat even know about the Primarch GFAU for Warhammer? Oh, I wonder. I'll have to see. Is it short compared to One Piece? Isn't the history of humanity short compared to One Piece? Yes. I'm just saying. One Piece is my my point of reference. It's my point of reference for anime series. My first the first manga series I ever read was Skip Beat, and Skip Beat's pretty long now too. Really, from the beginning, my expectations for manga is that it should be long. Howdy. Nice to meet you. Meetcha. I have cards. Oh yeah, this one's shiny. Give me an alt leader Shirahoshi. I don't think I'm gonna get an alt leader Shirahoshi since I already got 2 alt arts. Usually I get like two alt. What's left? There's 6 left. Okay. Thankfully, the card that I really want, the one card I really want from this set, is not a good card. It's just pretty. It's not a good card, so I can get it for relatively cheap. It'll be fine. You finished One Piece, and then you read Love is War, then Kaguya-sama? Then went straight to Hajime no Ippo, which is like... so many chapters. No, that means you're reading good. That means you're entertained. Oh, the guy she was interested wasn't a guy at all. I've heard of it, and I need to read it. I thought, because they just started releasing it in English, I thought I pre-ordered the first book, and I was waiting for it to come in the mail. And then I saw like the second and third one got released, and I don't have them. So I realized I never actually pre-ordered them, so I need to buy it. But I do. It looks really good. Yeah, you just got the first 2, but I don't know if the third one's out yet, but the pre-orders are? I need to get it. What was the one? I just read a manga called... What did I read it last night. Oh, The Villainess's Guide to Not Falling in Love. I thought it was cute. I've fallen down the villainous manga, webcomic, light novel genre whole so bad. Villain's Guide to not falling. The title is Not Falling in Love, but then I think she starts falling in love. Is it a masterpiece? No. Is it cute? Is it cute? Yes. I enjoyed it. I read the manga, the first one, and I was like, oh, I want to read the light novel because it's based off a light novel. But the light novel's not released in English officially. I'm pretty sure I can find like translations online. But I like to get the physical books. Does Patrick even have a favorite Primarch? I don't know. You know, here's the thing about Patrick. He never tells me about things. He never tells me about things he likes. I have to like drag the information out of him. And I'll be like, hey, what faction? What's your favorite? And then he'll like hem and haw, and then I'll finally get like an answer. He never answers stuff. He just doesn't. I tell him to lore dump with me. I tell him that he can just lore, and he does every once in a while. If we go to like a gaming store and they have like all the miniatures and stuff, and he has the miniatures in hand, he'll start explaining the lore of the specific miniatures, but he won't do it for like at home. So I have to bring him to the Warhammer store and get him to like tell me the backstory and stuff. I like listening. I don't know anything about Warhammer. But like I'll listen to it. I like listening to people like tell me about their favorite things and their interests. It's so hard to get the information from him. Look at her! I love her! She's so pretty! Anyway, what's the next card? Aramaki? Don't care. The art's cool. My girlfriend is a T-Rex? What's that one? My girlfriend is a... Wait, have I seen that one? Oh, I did see that one. I didn't read it though, but I remember seeing it. Like pictures of it or something. The title reminds me of a manga where the main character knows he's in a boys' love world, and he basically throws everyone under the bus to avoid getting into cliche situations. So everyone around him gets into... Everyone else is getting into the gay relationships. Yes! I want to read that. It makes me sad where I read a comic and it's like the girl gets isekai'd into the boys' love book or game, and then suddenly all the gay guys are suddenly straight for her. I hate that. No. Really what should happen is all the guys should still continue to be gay for each other, and then she finds a girl who then falls for her love. And then we have girls love and the boys love. That's what I want. But no, that genre always ends up being kind of like, I don't know, lame in the end. I want one. Oh my, ooh, like a. I keep hitting the desk. Like a gender bender one. Like when the main character thinks he falls in love with a guy, and then in the end you actually go like, oh no, the main character's actually a girl, not a boy. And instead of the guy being like, oh, thank God, he's just like, oh, never mind. I only liked you because you're a boy. You're a girl now? Never mind. I want that instead. I hate when they reveal that they're actually a girl, and the guy's like, oh, thank goodness. It's like, no. You thought they were a guy, and you like that. Admit it. You're at least a little bi. Like, no. Mulan live action? Ugh. I'm okay with like I'm okay with that. I liked you either way. But the oh, thank goodness. No. Get that homophobia out here. Gotta accept that you're super gay, please. There's a Mulan live action? Was there a Mulan live... Wait. When was there a... I know there was... Lilo and Stitch just came out. I know there was a Beauty and Beast a while back. The Little Mermaid was recent. Jungle Book was a while ago. There's a Mulan one? Like Disney live action? Huh. Clearly I didn't care. Was there an Aladdin one? Or is that announced? Did it come out? Yeah, there was an Aladdin one. That's the one with like Will Smith as the genie, right? Things that I have just blocked out of my brain. There's no Mushu in it? What? Oh, live action Lion King. That was another one. Huh. Oh wait, Kiss Him Not Me. I need to finish that one, but I do like that series a lot. I really like that. So in Kiss Him Not Me, main character is like a big Fujoshi, and she starts off, she's very big. And then she loses some weight, and then suddenly she's really popular with a lot of characters. And then what I really liked about it, so suddenly all these people really liked her. And then there was when she was like stereotypically hot. And then she gained her weight again, because I think they even said something like she kind of goes in like, what do you call it? Like a, not a season, but it's like a cycle for her. Anyway, so like, I like that they addressed it. During that part, there was one of the characters that had been like super in love with her, and he had to grapple with like, wait, did I actually like her for her or because of her appearance? Because when she got bigger again, and like they actually tackled that. And then there was one character that had been like a friend of hers forever, and he couldn't even tell a difference. He was like, I don't know if she's bigger or smaller. I just like she's just her. And then I think there was one interest that was a girl. There was a lesbian love interest. But I think she also didn't care about the weight gain loss. I think she just liked the main character for herself. But I do enjoy that they actually kind of tackled that thing. Because that's what always happens. You'll have in all these like shoujo cute things, you have the character that's suddenly lost all this weight and got a makeover, and they're suddenly pretty and everyone loves them. But that would give me such a complex that if all these people who wouldn't have like looked my way before suddenly love me, even though the only difference in me is just like, I don't know, a few pounds, I would get so upset. So I like that they actually, like, it's not like the most, like, it's better than the most things, the way they tackle it. I did enjoy that. And I can't remember who she got with in the end. I think she got with, in the end, like a spoiler alert. I haven't read the ending. I think I just saw the ending with the guy that's just been her longtime friend who never really cared about weight loss or gain. He didn't, that was a part of it. When she had gained weight, some of the people were like, okay, let's help you lose it again. And then there are people who are like, no, she's happy the way she is. And I like that they tackled that. And then eventually there are people who are just like, you know what? Be yourself. That's fine. Love that. The movie, so wait, the live action one was, or the Disney, wait, hold on, which one? Oh, the Lilo and Stitch wasn't too bad. Okay movie, just modernized. Lost some of the original drive of the movie film. Very cute and entertaining. I don't know. I did like the Jungle Book one. I think that's the only live action one I've seen though. It's like, I'm sure some of them are actually fine movies. My main problem with all the live action like remakes, it isn't even like necessarily, it's kind of on Disney but not really, but it's more of just like I get turned off by the attitude of adults who go, oh, it's not animated, I can watch it now. I just don't like the way it feels like it's shitting on, ooh, there's something cool back here. I just don't like the way it feels like it's shitting on the animation. It could be a fine movie on its own. I'm usually a fan of seeing the same story reimagined differently. I don't mind that. I like a reimagining without calling the source material bad. What am I getting here? What am I getting? Another cute girl. Kujaku. Okay. I think this is the most cute girls I've got in a box. Or in a set, even. I'll take it. I'll take it. You ordered a microwave-friendly popcorn bowl, so you can... Oil-free popcorn and some oil spray... Oh... Is that like you put the... corn... kernels? Is that the word? Kernels in the bowl? I always buy like the stuff that's just in a bag and you throw it in. I know that's not like the healthiest or the best. It's just easy. But the kernels in the bowl and then... Oh. I was thinking like what I want to buy is... So I always buy what's just in the bag. The bag you microwave. But it's always way too much popcorn for me to eat by myself. And then I end up having to throw away half of it. And I always feel bad about that. Like, I should get into buying the kernels on their own, making a smaller cup, so I can just have, like, a personal size serving. Even that's more... I gotta learn how to make it. I know it's not hard. I just need to learn what I need. Patterson does eat the popcorn, but it's usually like he goes to bed a lot earlier than me. And, sometimes it's like a good, like, late night snack. Like, he goes to bed at, like, 8:30, 9 p.m. And I'll be up... I go to bed at, like, 12, 1 a.m. So it'll be, like, 10 o'clock, and I'll want a little snack while I watch a movie. So I make myself some popcorn, so... And it doesn't taste as good the next day. Also, hello, the artist formerly known as Onyx. Howdy. Wait, a man who defies the world to be... Oh, that's the manga. Okay. Let me go back. I'm making sure I didn't skip stuff. I missed a lot about Lilo and Stitch. Up, Mulan. I'm going back. You know, I feel like when I'm in a stream, I feel like I catch everyone's messages. And then I go back, like, the next day, because I'll scrub through my VODs to make sure I didn't, like... mess up or say something really bad or something. And then I'll realize I missed so many messages. It's not even like my chat's going fast. I just miss them somehow. I don't know. And I always feel so bad. It's like it's not even like I saw it and I forgot to respond. It's like I look at the VOD and it's like I never saw that message. How did I miss it? I saw the message above it. I saw the message below it. It just totally skipped my eyesight. And I look at chat so, like, I constantly look at chat. I mess up so much in video games because I'm looking over to chat even though I should be watching my game. And I always feel so gosh darn guilty. It's like I wasn't ignoring them. I stop every so often and I scroll back up and I still miss stuff. And then I'll go back and be like, wait, no, I wanted to respond to that. Can I respond to that like 5 days later? I'm like, hey, so-and-so, remember last week when you asked me this question and I didn't answer? Actually, here's the answer. Stovetop's the word. Stovetop popcorn. Wait. Okay, leaving that. Wait, it comes in different colors? There's a purple one. There's no pink. Purple's cool, though. Purple's a good color. You think Robin's dismay? I read that one. Dismissive and debatable. Right, card are too pretty. I'm so distracted by Zephyr's titties that I missed what people were saying. Duck peas. What was that? Was that on a TikTok or a YouTube? I watched it, but I already forgot what platform it was on. So I feel like DMs. I also feel bad, so like... I respond to DMs like 2 days later, usually. I like go in batch. The thing is, okay, I don't want to sound like I'm bragging or something, but I'll log on to Discord and I'll have like 25 messages. I mean, it's usually from like 5 or 6 different people, and then I'll be like tagged in something in like some private server. But I don't have it in me to have 5 or 6 separate conversations at one time. So then I end up like responding to 2 people today and 2 the next day. Like I staggered out. So then I feel bad because I'm responding like 2 or 3 days later sometimes. And I feel so bad, but I can't. I get overwhelmed so quickly. Sometimes I open up Discord and I see I have a whole bunch of notifications and I just close it because I don't have it in me yet. I have to build up. I'm not a naturally social person. It's not against anyone. It's not like there's anything against anyone specific. I'm just not a naturally social person. I didn't have a lot of friends growing up. I could easily go single, like days or 2. I could go days without talking to another person. I don't have like that. I don't have a big social battery. I'm working on it. I am working on it. And so I don't intend to ignore people, but I'm still behind socially. I'm working on those skills. What's this one? Okay, Jinbei. Okay, he's looking pretty cool. He's looking pretty cool. A lot of buff fishmen. A lot of buff fishmen in this one. With all the Miku. And Evelana, I enjoy all the, like, everything that you send me. I very much appreciate that you send me this stuff, because you find such cool stuff. And then I feel bad. And then when you send me, like, the stuff that you write, too, I feel so bad that it takes so long to respond sometimes. I just have to do it in batches. So I never take anything, if I'm being silent, it's never personal. It's never anything personal. Like, I truly enjoy talking to everyone. I just... I don't want to say it's me, not you, but... yeah. It was like a... Okay, so I said I went to the farmer's market today. I went to the farmer's market, and I was really excited to go to the farmer's market, but I also spent like an hour laying in bed before I left, debating if I should go or not, because I was kind of tired today, and I wasn't feeling like being social, and there was a good chance I'd see people that I knew there, so people that would come up to me and say like hi, and even then, it wouldn't even be like they'd have full conversations. They'd probably just come over and say hi, good to see you, couple sentences, you know, like a standard greeting. And I just laid there for an hour being like, I don't know if I have that in me to be friendly for 2 minutes. I almost didn't go to the farmer's market because I was scared to say hi to a single person. I went in the end, and then no one... I think I saw one person I knew, but I kind of was like far enough distance away. But, I have no... My social battery is so small. It's so small, and I have to work up to it. I laid in bed working myself up for an hour as a just in case I have to say hi to someone today. The joys of being an introvert. I have, it's not that I totally hide away. Like, I do push myself to go out and talk to people when I have to, but it's just, I need a little bit of time to recharge before. No, not recharge. I need a little bit of time to charge up beforehand, and then I need more time to recharge afterhand. Had to be social all week, that yeah. I have days at work where it's not even like I did a lot of stuff physically, but I had to talk to people a lot. Like, I had to do a lot of talking. So then, that's why I haven't been streaming as much lately, because I've had to be a lot more social at work lately. And by the time I get home, I just don't have it in me to keep being friendly. Not that I'm mean normally, but I usually try to hold back my sarcasm and stuff when I'm streaming and try to be more upbeat and stuff, but I'm out of that by the end of the day. I'm like, I don't want to stream and be a cynical, jaded, sarcastic person the whole time. Maybe a little here and there, but not the whole time. Mean move stream. I don't think I'm a naturally nice person. I work really hard to be a nice person, so I'm not gonna say I'm like a bad person. Like it's not like I talk behind people's back or anything. But sometimes I'll be driving down the road and I'll see a person that's dressed a little weird, and I'll be like, why are they dressed like that? And then I have to sit there and go like, hey, don't be mean to them. Stop thinking those thoughts. They're comfy, and that's all that matters, and it doesn't matter to you. And I'm like, okay, I'm sorry. Sorry, other side of me. You're right. I shouldn't have thought that in the first place. But then when I'm tired, it's harder to stop myself from being judgmental, and I don't want to be that person. So that's a normal person. Yeah, I guess that's a normal person. But I feel like not a lot of people put as much effort into not voicing their mean thoughts. I don't know. I guess it's normal, but I still just, I work really hard on personal character development. I don't want to be a mean person. But when I'm tired, it's hard, so it's okay. Also, look at this card! Wait, go back. This is so, wait, actually, is this the, wait a minute. Is this the alt of, this is the not alt. Do I like the regular art better than the, I like both. I actually like really both equally. Like, I think they both could have just been alt arts. They're so nice. Nice! Another cute girl card! I actually thought I was done with SRs. I still had another. How many are in here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wait. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 SRs and 2 alt arts. That might be it. There's probably nothing else in these last 3 packs. Anyway. I worked at a retirement facility? Like a retirement facility for old people. It's not a nursing home, but it's like a full-on, like, it's just when... It's more like a little village or like a little community. It's like a whole bunch of like apartment buildings with like... It's just old people that retire there, and it's nice, and it's like, they're like rich old people and stuff, so I worked there for a while. And being around all these like 60, 70-year-old people who... I mean, I'm sure because they got older, they stopped caring and stopped trying about a lot of stuff. But some of them are like, wow, those are some glaring character flaws that I feel like you should have worked out of your system like 50 years ago. Like, how are you this old and still act like a middle schooler? How are you this old and you're still gossiping about people because I don't know, you don't think their shirt matched their pants the right way? They're not dressed super hip? So I see that. Or there's some people like in a more sad sense that they're older, but they're still like, they let their anxiety keep them from doing things they want to do, even though they're older, and it doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter. But when I see people like that, and I'm like, I don't want to be like them. I don't want to give into like my fears or the inner pettiness and stuff. Like, by the time I'm their age, I want to, I don't know, I want to make sure I've built a better foundation for myself. Even if it's too old to care. I feel like even when you're that old, I still want to care. Care enough not to hurt other people's feelings. Like, I don't care about the way I dress. Like, I don't, like, if I'm 60, I don't care if I'm wearing my pajamas outside. Whatever. Too old to care for that. But I think I should still care. I think when you're old, you should still care about hurting other people's feelings, you know? In, like, a not being a jerk way. There's times when you should be able to say things, like, say things straight instead of lying. But, like, that's kind of different. Like, being a yes man kind of thing. I don't want to be that. Like, I think when you're older, you don't need to do that. But you should care enough not to say mean things to someone's face, you know? But I feel like that was a good wake-up call for me. It also was, I found it interesting that it helped put, like, age in perspective, too. Because there were people that had been retired. No, there were a lot of people who had been retired longer than I had even been alive. Or have even been alive. There are people, they were, like, 100 years old. And they've been retired since they were 65. That's more years than I've been alive. That's a lot of years where they were just retired. And I was just in elementary school and stuff. I don't know. That means I have a lot. If I do things... not necessarily if I do things right, because things happen in life. But ideally, I could have a lot of years where I just have free time. That's cool. I have a lot of years to get to there, though. A lot of years to get to there. But there were some families there, like, let me think about this. 2 or 3 generations or so were in the retirement home. Because someone had just gotten in at 65, and then there'd be someone that's like in their 80s, and then someone was like 100 something. And And I was like, wow, the entire family talking to someone, and it's like, this is my granddaughter. And I'm like, hey, your granddaughter looks like they could be my grandmother. Like, this is so, it just puts things in perspective, like how many, as a young person, in my brain, all the old retired people are just old retired people, but I'm like, oh, there's tears to them. I don't know how the right way to word it, but I feel like it was a good experience in, I don't know, putting things in perspective. Of being like, you're never too old to do this, you're never too young to do this. Just, keep trying, don't give up. I guess that's part of the lesson. It's like seeing people who gave up because they thought they were too old, but they shouldn't have given up. They shouldn't have given up. Live your life. Me as I open my One Piece packs. I live my life simping for anime characters. I can't wait till I'm old and I go to the anime club in the retirement facility. I'm 90 years old and we're all discussing Dragon Ball power scaling together. I go to the retirement place now and I see them, they have like movie night and they're like, oh, we're all gonna watch Titanic together in the theater hall or whatever they call it. In the activity center. I can't wait till it's like, hey, we're all gonna watch what's an anime? We're all gonna watch One Piece Film Red in the activity center together. I'm looking for, and if I get to the retirement facility and no one's doing that, I will be the one to put that together. I will put together the old lady anime club. The old lady Fujoshi club. In our 90s, and we're just discussing our favorite ships. By the time I'm that old, I will have so many favorite ships to talk about. Like, I already have so many now, but imagine how much anime I could watch in the next, like, 60 years. That's so much anime to talk about. Canol Zero? Yes. Yes, you can join the old lady Fujoshi club. It's an in spirit. It's an in spirit, not a biological Fujoshi, but like in spirit. What is it? There's a word for like boy one, but I don't care about that. We're not gonna get technical with the terms. The main thing is that we get together and we watch anime. We watch sports anime, and we talk about which of the sports boys that we think should kiss the other sports boys. That's the heart of the club. All right, last pack. Anything good? I think I'm out of anything good though. Oh no! I think the last card's still the back. Okay. They're not in order anymore. This is gonna ruin the build-up. The Fujo Manga Club. Yes. Also, it would be two. Tuesday can be general anime. And then Fridays can be Fujo night. Should be the mail there. Nah. I won't ship real people. That feels wrong. But, at least not publicly. Maybe in my own brain, but I won't voice it out loud. But, Otome game night! Otome game night! Imagine like a group visual novel session where we plug in the Switch or the PC to the projector and then we all just play the game together. But then because we're old and we can't read without our glasses, that's why we have it on the projector so everything's bigger. Not only that, is we have to play it with, like, you know, the English dubbing, voicing on so we could actually hear it. But as a group, instead of watching a movie night, we all spend a couple hours once a week. We just go through a chapter of our favorite Otome game or visual. We all read a chapter of Fate Stay Night together. It'll take 2 years to get through, but we'll get through it. Mean Moop stream? Never. I don't even know what I'd be mean about. I get this less mean. You know what the thing is? I've noticed. Okay, if you put on a persona that's really bubbly, happy, then as soon as you go back to being just like straight neutral, people think you're angry or mean. So it's not even that I said anything mean. It's just because I was very neutral instead of very bubbly. I'm perceived as being angry, but I'm not. But it's like really very tiring to be like, no, I'm not angry. I just didn't want to put it on a performance right then. Is that, it kind of makes sense, right? Like usually if I'm like, hello, hi, oh my god, hi, and then I just give like a very like, oh hello. It sounds like I'm angry, but I'm not angry. I just had no energy anymore. But then the person's like, wait, do they hate me? I don't want to do that. I feel so bad. I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed. No, I'm not angry. I'm just dead inside. I don't have it in me to pretend that I'm not anymore. I'm just normal right now. Did I say this on? Okay, I'll say this story again because I think I said it the other day, but I forget. Get your groceries. I hope you get something good. Get something good. Get a snack. What does normal mean? I don't know what normal means. Speaking of normal, okay, so I'm gonna tell my story again just in case because I can't remember if I told it already. So one of my coworkers recently, I think I did say this the other day. So basically, I was sitting in my office and he popped by and said hi, and I just said hello. Just said hello, and he started laughing. And then he started talking to someone else after. He's like, yeah, I love the way she says hello. She always says things so funny. I don't know what I said was funny. I just said hello. He literally just pops in and he's like, hey, how's it going? And I'm just like, hello. I just said hello. Is the way I say hello funny? Is it weird to just go, hello? What about that is weird? What's funny about that? I thought it was being so normal. That's what I thought a normal hello was. But every time I say hi, he cracks up now. There's a couple of things where he's like, how's it going? And I'm like, oh, I'm doing good. How are you? And I thought I was saying it very normal. But apparently I say it funny. I don't think it's like a weird funny, but I just don't know what's not normal about it. That was my best normal performance. I don't know why, and I don't know how to clarify it. That was my best. I looked around at everyone. Maybe it's too normal. Maybe it's funny because it's too normal. Where do I draw the line? Where's the line? I know sometimes I accidentally, when I answer the phone, I say hi in a very like upbeat, like if I'm streaming or something, kind of say that kind of hi, and then the person's always thrown off. They're like, "Oh wow, you're in a really good mood right now," and I'm like, "Oh shoot, that was just like by accident. I thought I was in my happy customer service mode." So I was like, "Hello. Thank you for calling our organization. This is Moop speaking. How can I help you?" But sometimes I say too peppy. I don't know. Where's the line? Where's the line? Okay, that's all. I didn't get Shirahoshi alt art. That's fine. I don't think I got anything particularly like money worthless. I don't know what any of these cards are good or bad. I know nothing about these cards. Other than I think the girls are cute. So I don't know if I got anything good out of this box, but I know that I'm happy with this box. I didn't get the secret rare though. I did not get the secret rare. That's kind of sad. I do like getting a secret rare just because those are hard to get and they're usually good cards, but I think I can survive. I got cute girls. Alright, let's look at the haul. Let's spread that haul out. I'm perfectly normal. I'm something. I'm something. I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best. I think, you know what I think my thing is? I think I try really hard to look normal sometimes, but I can't maintain it. So, on first impression, I might seem relatively normal. But then after, like, knowing me for a few days and I can't keep that up, the average person goes like, I think she's a little off. I think she's a little off. Alright. That's what the altar... Wait, let's... Okay. Regular SRs. Let's not buff these from my head. Let's buff fish. Cute lady, though. Is that a lady? I don't know this character, so I'm gonna say they're a lady. Dilf. Cute girl. Buff guy. Gilf. Gilf. And then I got two alt arts. One of a cute girl and a fish man that's not a very good person. He's kind of a bad person. He's like... He's pretty bad. He's not great. He's not a good guy at all. There's no way to say he's not redeemable. He kind of sucks. It's very mean and cruel. But it's an alt art, so that's kind of cool. Not a normal person, so I'm skewed by who wants to be. Yeah, who wants to be? Being normal? Boring. No, but like actually so boring. Like, Like, I know so many people who, when they see my hair, because I dye my hair fun colors, I've seen a lot of people who say things that are like along the lines of like, oh, I love your hair. I wish I could pull off something like that, but like I'm too old, or just like I couldn't pull it off, or like I'm afraid of people staring at me, things like that. And I always feel really bad because it's like, no, dye your hair. Don't be afraid. Don't worry about what's normal and all. Just do what you want. I'm so glad that I don't care. I'm glad I don't care about that. I'm very very anxious person around other people, and it's not that I completely don't care what other people think about me. Like, I do worry about that, but I don't care about complete strangers. Like, if I go out in public and people are staring at me because of my hair or the way I'm dressed, their opinion means nothing to me, so I don't care. I'm not worried about that. I don't care if someone looks at me and be like, wow, she's kind of weird wearing clothes like that. Nah, don't care about that. I don't care about that. I care if, like, there's someone that I am friends with. I'm worried that I'll say the wrong thing and they'll hate me. That kind of anxiety, but not complete strangers. They mean nothing to me. I was dressing up today and I was putting in my fun hair clips. But when I went down to the farmer's market, I was putting in my tomato hair clips and my cute little mushroom hair clips and things like that. And I was like, yeah, I don't care. First thought to myself, I was like, oh, do I look weird? Do I look weird? I'm like, nah. I look cool. I look fun. I look fun. Oh, you know what? Okay, my biggest thing, I want to be the kind of person. These are like the compliments that always make me the happiest. If little kids run up to me and they think I am so cool, that's my favorite compliment. When I'm at like the grocery store and hear a little girl be like, Mom, that girl has pink hair. Oh my god, it's so cool. Or, oh my god, I want hair like that too. That's my favorite. If a little kid thinks I'm super cool because of the way I dress, the way I look, that makes me so happy. Like I want to make the kid me. If I could make who I was as a kid proud, that's what I want to be. As a kid, I wouldn't have looked at some lady in just like a boring dress suit and been like, wow, she's really cool. I want to be like that when I get older. I looked at the cool artists and things. I looked at Miss Frizzle. Alright, so this is I got a good mix of... Let's see, let's put the girls on top. The people I think are girls, at least. And then Then I got a bit of a variety on the guys, too. I got a bit of variety. Okay. We got the big brother. We got the grandpa. We got the daddy. We got the fish. The fish man. Fish buddy. He's kind of like a big brother in spirit, but he's a fish. He's a fish man. He's a whale shark. Variety. Then we got another fish down here. Another cute girl. I'm okay with this. And then paired with what I got last time, or my packs, the 2 Sanjis, the Helmeppo, and the pudding. So I'm probably... I have to look up all the card numbers. There might be like one more SR that I don't have. And I didn't get the secret rares. So I probably, with this, I have almost all the cards from this set. My big thing for all the sets are like, I try to get one of each card. I don't care about the alts. Like between the alt and the regular art, I try to get one of each like card number. And I think with this, I'm almost good. I only have one actual set that I have every card from, I think. Is it one? No, I think there's one that I have every card from. But then there's some sets where I missed like 1 or 2 cards, and those 1 or 2 cards are like $50 cards, and I'm not buying those. But hearing you talk about this helped you focus on yes, focus on Fortnite. Do you have your battle pass? Grind that battle pass. I need to play more Fortnite. I played some the other day. Beautiful. Well, now I can't see them because my head's in the way, but I got cards. I got cards. I'm happy with this. I'm so surprised I got 2 of these Sanjis, so move myself over a little bit. I want to take a screenshot of this. Mostly I want to take a screenshot. Am I blocking it now? Oh no. Oh no. I can't see the screen. I don't know where OBS is. Here we go. Perfect. Now, I need to screenshot this. Can I angle the box better so we can see the box in the screen? Alright. Alright. Oop. Okay. Kind of see everything. Alright. And then, over here, screenshot button. Perfect. There's my screenshot. Now I'm good. That's for my after stream social media post. Yes, we need to play some Fortnite soon. Yes. Yes, please. Rick and Morty is a bit controversial, but a fitting joke here is, I have seen what you cheer to. Your boss means nothing to. Your boss means nothing to me. My boss means nothing. I want to put these. Then these can go underneath. Sorting them by how much I like them. And then the boss. The boss. The boss. Does Yamato have a bussy? Anyway. That's the card pile. That's the box. I have nothing else. Here's those packs I opened the other day. Any plans on who I want to raid? Good question. What time is it? Okay, I'm good. If I quickly get dressed. Well, no, I am dressed already. That's great. I have to run to the store, and then I have to go to Draco's house. Just enough time. Alright, so... who's online to raid? I still haven't finished my coffee. Boo! Do you guys remember Boozette? Like, when they did, like, Bowsette and Boozette? When that was really popular? Like, the feminine fan art of, like, Bowser and Boo and that? I miss them. Who's online? Yeah, I think I do know who I want to raid. Oh, ship with Luigi! Yeah! Yeah. I think I'm gonna raid, actually I'm gonna raid, Okachi, because Okachi was here earlier. Oka was here, so. Seeing as he was like, oh, people might think we're friends, I'm gonna go over there and be like, hey, nerd. Maybe we're friends. Who knows? Not raiding you because I think we're friends or anything. Gosh. Thanks for coming and hanging out with me. Gotta go to the races? Not get wet. I hope you stay very dry. I hope the races keep you very dry and comfortable. How do I... Here we go. So overall, I'm okay with this box. There is not much of monetary value, but of personal value and a cuteness value. It was a winner. Well, it didn't get my Shirahoshi. It was like as best as it could be without giving me the Shirahoshi. I'm trying to get this to work. I'm typing. Okay, so you can't really see it. It's hard to see. You can't see it because it's not just hard. It's impossible for you to see because that's not where the camera's pointed. But I've got, it's really hard to see. My laptop, there's my pile of trash. My laptop's over here. And it doesn't seem so far away with the camera. But it's actually super far away. This is like the bottom of the camera stand, the tripod, and it like goes far back this way, and then goes back up, so it does like a V. So it's totally blocking my reach of the laptop. So I'm trying to get around the tripod stand without like knocking everything over, and it's not easy to type like this. Friends first, yeah. There we go. That's the right button. I need to get a wireless keyboard and a wireless mouse for both computers. And then I can like put them under the desk or something, so I don't have to do all this reaching. Had her even telling Moop lore you think he knows my lore? Do you think he knows anything except for my favorite anime characters? One day I need to finish writing the comic that I've been writing and actually share it with you guys, because I start writing things and I get self-conscious. Oh shoot. Do I have Twitch to open? There we go. I still have my keyboard unplugged. Okay. Here's the raid call. We copy and paste that. I'm gonna copy and paste my own thing. Copy. And then that's it. I'm gonna go now. We're gonna raid away, and I'm gonna go zoom over to Draco's house. And play D&D. I'm gonna go play D&D. Like the not nerd that I am, because I'm very cool and hip. And I don't play D&D because I'm cool and hip. And I'm definitely not in the middle of 3 games. Yeah. Alright, bye! Bye.